IBM and Apache 2. Who would have thought those two words would appear together in a sentence about cutting edge AI? For years and years, IBM was the enterprise giant, the mainframe company, the one you would call when you need a suit and a contract. But here we are in 2026, and the Granite team just dropped Granite 4.1, a family of powerful open weights model under a fully permissive Apache 2 license. Use it, modify it, ship products with it commercially, no strings attached. IBM is playing serious open source ball now, and this is not the first model they have released in this Granite family. We have been covering Granite from day zero, and I have covered each and every model from this family on the channel in various modalities. In this video, we are going to install this new IBM's Granite 4.1 8 billion locally. You also have an option of 3 billion and 30 billion. This is Fahad Mirza, and I welcome you to the channel. So what exactly is this Granite? So look, this as I said comes in three sizes: 3 billion, 8 billion and 30 billion. We are going to run 8 billion. What stands out is how well it performs on instruction following, math reasoning, and tool calling for its size. It also supports a massive 131K token context window and handles 12 languages. These are not numbers you would expect from a fully open model at this scale. I will be talking more about its training, how it was trained, because that is something very, very interesting, plus few other things. But let's also get the installation underway on my system, which is Ubuntu. I am using this NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Let's create our environment and install all the prerequisite, and then we are launching our Jupyter notebook. While it happens, if you're looking to rent a GPU on very good price, you can find the link to Master Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates. Now coming back to these benchmarks very quickly, you can see the model looks pretty good. These are not the numbers you would expect on these benchmarks from a local model or a smallish model. Now, even more interesting, look at this training pipeline. The way IBM built, this is what makes it quite interesting. Training ran across five phases, starting broad, then sharpening specifically on math and code, then two rounds of progressively cleaner data, and finally a dedicated phase to extend that long context window. It is a very deliberate, staged approach rather than just throwing everything at the wall. Another good thing they have shared is this mix. This tells the story visually. Early phases lean heavily on general web data to build broad knowledge. Later phases shift hard towards math, code, and technical content. By the final annealing phase, IBM is being extremely selective about what the model sees, quality over quantity. If you don't know what annealing is, just go to my channel, search with annealing, and I have done a very simple to understand video on what exactly that complicated machine learning concept is. Also, there are few other things which I want to talk about around data quality pipeline, but for now, let's go back to terminal and see where we are at. And now let's download our model in our Jupyter notebook. And the model is being downloaded. The size on the disk is around 17.6 gig, as you can see. While that happens, let's talk a bit more around its pipeline and how exactly it has been using this LLM as a judge. Now, if you look at this diagram, the quality control seems very serious with these models. Every training sample passed through an LLM as judge system that scored responses across six dimensions, including correctness, completeness, and instruction following. Anything flagged for hallucination or bad reasoning was hard rejected before it ever touched the model. This is enterprise grade data hygiene. And finally, if you look at this RL pipeline, then after all the training and the model goes through four stages of refinement. First, supervised fine tuning, where the model learns from high quality example responses. Then multiple rounds of reinforcement learning, a technique where the model gets rewarded for better outputs and learns to improve over time, covering general domains, human preference alignment, knowledge calibration, and finally, dedicated math reasoning. Four separate refinement stages before it ships as Granite 4.1. So that is our model. Now let's go back. Everything looks good. The model is downloaded and there. Let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption and then we are going to start testing. The model is fully loaded onto our GPU and consumes just under 19 gig of VRAM. Okay, so let's begin the testing. First, there is a coding test. Okay, for the first coding test, I am going to do a real world operation where we are going to ask this Granite 4.1 to build us a real working Python tool from scratch, a file watcher that automatically adds doc strings to your code using AI. Now, what I have done is I have also downloaded this Granite 4.18 billion through Olama. It is running locally on my system. I am also going to create a directory where I will have this file and that is where it is going to add docstring using our AI. So it will be a file watcher. As soon as it watches it, it is going to add. That is the whole thing which we are going to test. So let me give the code of prompting here. So look at this prompt. We are asking it to build this complete Python CLI tool. We are telling it that our API endpoint is this running locally with Olama and it needs to search for this file which is watcher dot it is need to build this watcher.py file that monitors the folder for any new or modified files dropped into it. Automatically it should parse the Python code using the module to find all functions and classes missing this and it also should work with pip install this and this. So that is what I'm going to do. After that, we are encoding the prompt, we are passing it to our model. Model is generating the output with these hyperparameters. We are decoding it and then we are just running our script and I'm also going to change this bit a bit. So there you go, I have fixed all the broken markdown and now it is checking that file and then if code matches it is giving us the response, otherwise not. Let me run this. It is generating the code, so let's wait. And the output is here. If you look at the output, Granite 4 has generated the complete tool in one shot. File watcher, AST parsing, API calls, all of it. The code also looks solid. And one thing I have noticed that it is using the old OpenAI SDK style, maybe the part of its training data set, um, which is fine. And but the code looks quite correct to me. But the proof is in the pudding. We are going to go and actually run it because it has saved that code on my local system, as you can see with our code. And these are the instructions and some notes. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this watcher.py in this tab and then from here in the second tab which is another terminal, I'm going to drop a file in the folder and we will see if this watcher adds that docstring or not. So in this tab the watcher is running. Let me go to second tab and then drop a file in that directory. So I just copied the same file. Let's go back. There you go. It has detected the change in file test2.py, function missing docstring, add this. It is still generating docstring for multiply. Looks pretty good. And then generating it for calculator because this is what we dropped. If you remember, that is the file we created. There you go. And we will also check it shortly. Let me check that one out too. Maybe I will go ahead and sorry, let me show you the full output. Okay, so I will let it finish and then we will also open the file. Maybe here in this folder I'll go to watch folder and maybe I will just close my VS Code this one and I will open it from here. And meanwhile the file is updated. Let me take you to the VS Code. There you go. So it has added all the doc strings to all the functions, as you can See here. Works pretty well, and the file has been updated. Okay, now let's do another test. Let me take you to my browser. Next up, let's do the multilinguality. So 12 languages it supports: English, German, Spanish, Portuguese, and Czech, Italian, Korean, Dutch, and Chinese, Arabic too. So I'm asking it that as the chief meteorologist on planet Glombera, where rain falls upwards and storms can turn around sound into color, deliver tonight's prime time weather report to residents in all 12 of your supported languages. Make sure to warn of any unusual phenomena and offer creative tips for staying safe. Now, of course, if you're native language speaker, please also let me know in the comments when the result pops up, and we will test it, check it out. And it has come back with the response. I will scroll through. What I have seen so far, I think it has done quite a good job, but I will take your advice as a native language speaker. So I'm just scrolling through all of these languages. Let me know in the comments what do you think. The coverage is not wide, but still I think not bad at all. Would be good to have some Asian and other languages or African languages, but anyway, there you go. So let me know in the comments what do you think about this translation. And finally, I'm testing it out on a math prompt. So this prompt looks simple where a snail is climbing a 30-foot pole, and then each day it climbs 5 feet, but each night it slides back 3 feet and all that. So most models get this wrong because of the extra slide on every third night, because that's a trap here. Let's see, sorry, if Granite gets it right with clear step-by-step reasoning, because that is going to be quite impressive. And it says the answer is 20 days. And if you just go above, I really like the way it has done the thinking. And I believe the answer is also correct, as you can see, 20th day. That's it. Let me know what do you think about this new family of models from Granite. It also provides quite a good RAG, and also the tool calling is also quite good. We will also be testing it out in another video. That's it. Please like the video and become a member, and follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates. Thank you for all the support.